It's decision day on Married at First Sight. Our 5 couples sit down to formally state whether they're staying together or getting a divorce. We had 4 couples go the exact way we all expected, and one that majorly surprised me. Let's go straight to Miles and Karen. I was fully thinking they were done. We saw them depart, leave each other last week, and it felt like a goodbye. It felt like this is over. And here we are a week later, and Miles and Karen are staying married. I kind of am thinking, like, there's no way that these two actually stay together up till the point that we hit our reunion. I just can't see it happening. Like, that was 4 months together with no physical or emotional connection whatsoever. Like, they were friends and roommates at best. Like, that's it. Like, they had fun together, but you can have fun with a friend. There was no romance, no attraction there, and I'm absolutely shocked that they decided to stay together on decision day. But, maybe they're a couple that really just needs more time. You think that 4 months would be enough? But who knows? I'm not the expert. I'm not the one of the people in the couple. Like, I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, there has to be more between them that we haven't seen. It's the only possible explanation, because what we saw, what we were shown, that was a couple that should not have stayed together, that should not have made the decision to stay together. They should have gone their separate ways. And yeah, I'm at a loss for words right now. I don't even know what to say about it outside of I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. All right, let's move on. Quickly, let's go through our 2 couples that did not stay together. Olivia and Brett. No surprises there, but I do have to say that we almost saw a little bit of a different Brett today. And it was like, where was this guy all season long? Like where was he when Olivia was trying to break through to him? And then 5 seconds later, he has to slip in with some wise ass remark, and you're like, oh yeah, right, there he is, he's back. And that's why Olivia and Brett didn't work. It is a two-way street, and there was issues on both sides. But the bottom line is, I feel like this is a couple that just should not have been paired together, should not have been matched together. It kind of seemed like their core beliefs deep down just did not jive with each other. And as a result, we see 2 people headed in 2 different directions in their life, and they're not staying together. But we already knew that. They've been separated for, I believe, 6 weeks before decision day, so no surprises whatsoever that they're not staying together after this. All right, Henry and Christina. This is another pair that, like, you're just sitting there watching all season long, thinking to yourself, why did they get matched together? Why did these 2 get paired up? It doesn't make any sense. I can kind of understand from the aspect of, Christina probably needs to be with someone who's like Henry. But Henry definitely did not need someone like Christina. And I feel bad for Henry, because I think that if you would have just paired him up with someone who was just nice, that's it. That's the only requirement. Just a nice person, that he would have been happy. He would have stayed married, and things would have worked out. But instead, they paired him with someone who was rude, who got caught in a couple lies this season, even apparently accused him of being gay. And I'm glad that Henry brought that up on decision day. Christina seemed a little shocked by it. She kind of tried to deny it, and then changed her story to admitting that she got a text, but not who it was from. And the original story we got was that someone she knew texted Christina and said that they had been in a relationship with Henry. It wasn't, oh, I got an anonymous text that said, hey, I've been sleeping with Henry. No, it wasn't like that. It was very much like, hey, I know this person. They told me they're having sex with you. And then, we get a different story today. So, what the actual truth is, we'll probably never know. But there was definitely some degree of accusation there. And I really just don't think there's any truth to it. So I'm glad that that was put to rest, and I'm glad that Henry really tried to stand up for himself on decision day, and I'm also glad that these two went their separate ways. All right, our other two couples that stayed together. First up, let's talk about Amelia and Bennet. How about that tattoo? I don't think that that's how you're supposed to express your love for someone, especially when maybe we were led on a little bit as viewers. We kind of got left hanging with Bennett finding out that Amelia just thought it would be fun to come on the reality show. And I'm starting to believe now that there was a little more to that conversation that we never got to see. We were just left with that juicy bit that made us think like, oh, maybe these two weren't going to stay together. Because for Bennett to immediately go out after that conversation and get a tattoo of Amelia's initials, tell me that he never for a second had any sort of doubt that they were going to be staying together. I think we're all super happy to see them together and excited to find out where they are on the reunion show. They did have a big hurdle ahead of them with Amelia moving to Virginia for her medical residency. And that is going to be a major hardship on that relationship. So who knows what has unfolded since we last saw that couple. But I'm definitely hoping that they're still together, they're still happy, and just wish the absolute best for them. I loved them all season long, and every time they were on the screen, had a smile on my face, just because they were kind of amazing to watch, period. All right, lastly, we have Amani and Woody. We kind of got a little played on them last week as well. Kind of left things not in the greatest of spaces at the end of them separating before decision day. But you can see immediately as Woody walks into the room that Amani and Woody are both absolutely lit up when they see each other. They can barely even stay away from each other as the experts try to start questioning them on the relationship and how things are going. Even brought one of the experts to tears, seeing how happy and in love they were, and absolutely amazing to see that. When Amani said, "I want a divorce," I'm surprised if anybody out there was buying that for even a second. Probably not the best time jokes of all time, but I can kind of see it with how their relationship has been. They've definitely been fairly playful in that regard, and Amani's never been afraid to maybe suggest or throw out there that one thing that was over the line. She kind of wanted to see, what Woody's limits were and how far she could push him, but ultimately it's in good fun, or supposed to be in good fun, and they're just they might even be the best couple of this season at the end of things. Lots more next week when we get the reunion. I don't quite know what the timeline is between end of season and the reunion show, but we at least have a couple months in there, so lots could happen. Lots has probably changed for our couples. My prediction is going to be that Miles and Karen are no longer together, and that Amani and Woody are still together and happy, and that little teaser about something Woody wants to say is going to be that he wants to get a dog, and that's going to be my prediction on that. So that's it for this week. I'll be back again next week for the reunion, and as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you've been watching this long, you might as well just subscribe. All right, everybody, we will see you next week. Bye.